Breaking news special report.
Good afternoon, I'm Jess Abrahamson. We have breaking news in the fatal crash in May that took the life of 18-year-old Olivia Flores near the Apache Mall in Rochester. Minnesota State Patrol Trooper Shane Roper has been charged with second-degree manslaughter along with criminal vehicular homicide by the Olmsted County Attorney's Office for his role in this accident. Our Zach Fuller is joining us now to break down these charges and give some new details on the investigation. Hi, Zach.
Jess, according to the investigation report by Rochester Police and the Olmsted County Attorney's Office, Roper did not have his lights or sirens on when he went through the intersection at 83 miles per hour. The speed limit in that area is 40 miles per hour. Now, the investigation says Roper was sitting on the exit ramp from 6th Street Southwest onto Highway 52 doing traffic enforcement when he activated his emergency lights and exited the ramp at 98 miles per hour, chasing after a traffic violator. He then exited onto 12th Street Southwest, heading east toward Apache Mall. Once Roper was off the exit ramp, he turned off his emergency lights and sirens, but still accelerated to full throttle, reaching 83 miles per hour approaching the mall. Now, east and westbound traffic on 12th Street Southwest had green lights while Roper was still full throttle. A Ford Focus turning left into the mall entrance was struck by Roper's squad car. The investigation revealed Roper did not let off the throttle of the car until 1.4 seconds before impact. 3 vehicles in total were involved in the crash: Roper's patrol car, a Ford Focus, and a Toyota RAV4 with 7 total occupants. All occupants were taken to the emergency department. Olivia Flores died a few hours later at the hospital as a result of her injuries. 5 other occupants suffered serious injuries, including broken bones and other significant injuries, while Roper had minor injuries. Now, the investigation also revealed that at least 4 times earlier that day, on May 18th, Roper engaged in high-speed driving without emergency lights, in one instance reaching a speed of 135 miles per hour, other times over 99 miles per hour. Each of these instances, Roper either did not initiate emergency lights or turn them off while maintaining extreme speeds. According to the release, Minnesota State Patrol policy says personnel have a duty to protect all people's lives to the extent possible when enforcing the law, which County Attorney Mark Ostrom says Roper violated. In a statement, Ostrom said Trooper Roper violating his duty in such a gross fashion caused the death of a young lady celebrating her impending graduation from high school. Several other persons suffered serious injuries. Roper's conduct violated the State Patrol's core values, as with any other person driving recklessly and without regard to the very basic rules of the road. Mr. Roper's conduct cannot be tolerated, and went on to share his sympathies with all parties involved in the crash. Now, as for Roper, he is set to be arraigned on August 29th on 9 total charges against him. The Flores family has retained Rochester attorneys Restovich, Braun and Associates in this case. They actually just sent us a statement that I want to read to you in part. And in part, the statement says, while the state of Minnesota intensified its efforts to aggressively enforce the traffic laws against the traveling public, it knowingly employed a state trooper, Shane Roper, with a documented history of shocking, dangerous, and unlawful driving conduct while on duty. Trooper Roper had been previously disciplined for 4 crashes while driving a squad car on duty, each of which were due to excessive speed, inattentive driving, or both. Later in the statement, it goes on to say, it is heartbreaking and unacceptable to the Flores family that the state of Minnesota allowed Trooper Roper to be on the road in a Minnesota State Patrol squad car, knowing that he posed a clear danger to others. The Flores family calls on the Commissioner of Public Safety, Bob Jacobson, Minnesota State Patrol Colonel Christina Boyovic, and Governor Tim Walz to commence an open and independent investigation of the organizational failure that led to Trooper Roper taking Olivia Flores' life and seriously injuring the other victims in this crash to avoid such a senseless and preventable tragedy in the future. The Flores family appreciates the continued outpourings of community support. They continue to request that their privacy be respected during this difficult time and that all further inquiries be directed to Restovich, Braun and Associates. Now, we also reached out to State Patrol, and according to State Patrol, Roper is no longer on paid administrative leave, and instead he's on paid investigative leave. Jess, that's all that we know right now. Reporting live in the studio, Zach Fuller, KTTC News.
Wow.